I traveled to the coldest country on the planet, Yakutsk, Russia.
Minus 51 degrees Celsius. There is a city in Russia.
Minus 51 Celsius? How do you survive? Like, you walk outside and then you just die. That seems miserable. Like, surely they dig... There's got to be, like, tunnels between buildings, right? Like your house, and then there's a tunnel to your neighbor's house so you can go hang out without walking out in the middle of the night.
More specifically, Siberian Russia, which is the most isolated city on the planet. With temperatures going as low as minus 64 degrees Celsius.
My hand is really cold. They're tingling a bit. Oh my god, fucking hell.
Frostbite forms in minutes. Eyelashes freeze in seconds. The most dangerous roads on the planet. But a place that 300,000 people call home.
This is unbearable.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Yakutsk, the coldest city on the planet.
300,000 people? 300,000 people live there? That's crazy. Choosing to live in minus 51 degrees Celsius. I kind of get if there's like, oh, it's a city of 10,000. They've always lived here. But 300,000? That lives. I used to live in a city, Lexington, Kentucky, way back in the day. And it was like, that was 300,000 people. It's crazy to think that the whole of Lexington, Kentucky would just be hanging out there.
This might be one of the only times where I'm going away and I'm going to miss the horrible British weather. Now, getting to this city is incredibly difficult. First was a 6-hour flight to Istanbul, Turkey.
Come on, come on.
Then from Turkey was a 5-hour flight to Moscow, Russia.
Oh my god, even here it's freezing.
That next morning we drove to a different airport.
Thank you very much.
Why is it?
Maybe I'm stupid. I didn't really think you could fly into Russia right now, right? I thought because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, they kind of were restricting travel.
No one here.
This was where I was boarding the final 8-hour flight to Yakutsk. For thousands of miles, there was nothing but ice. And 8 hours later, after crossing the Siberian desert, I saw light. We're here.
Welcome to Coldest. The temperature is 42 degrees below zero. The local time is 6:38.
This is inside. It's the weirdest airport exit. It's a bit of a ghost town.
I was now about to head outside for the first time in Yakutsk.
My name's Joe. Good to meet you.
This was Cyan, by the way, who was our translator.
Oh my fucking...
What is he?
At negative 42, are his ears not in danger of like freezing and falling off? Because I'm like 20 degrees and my ears are cold and I whine like a baby.
Oh my god, it's hard to breathe.
You should cover your
Wear my hood.
ears.
Minus
Yeah, okay. That's literally what I was saying. Like, brother, put your hood on. Protect your ears.
39 degrees Celsius.
Quickly after walking outside, we had to head to the car. You see, all I was wearing was a singular coat, and staying outside for any longer in just that was very dangerous.
Oh, are you okay? Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I help you up.
Are they not used to people helping them up? He seemed really hesitant to accept his hand.
Is this the car? Oh, can't complain at this, can we? Just look at that. I'm gonna get some sleep.
That looks like a base in Antarctica. Like, you look out the window and it's like, yeah, we do research on penguins here. There's 12 people on the whole continent. It's just me, Jeff, and then a couple, people from the Australian base down the road. Yeah, this does look like a horror movie. They look out and there's like red eyes that appear in the distance and then the curtains close.
I'm gonna get some sleep and then check out Yakutsk.
Let me show you what you've got to wear to survive in this temperature.
What do you think of the fit? I am boiling right now.
13 additional layers on top of your normal clothes.
Okay, see, this is what I'm thinking. How can, like, if you go over to a friend's house, you spend like 15 minutes getting ready. Like, that's just the putting on clothes part. 15 minutes. You go to their house, you reach their house, and then you presumably have to take it all off because their house is going to be set to like between 60 and 70 degrees, right? So then you have to take all of it off, hang it all up, and then where do you put it? Do you just set it on the floor? And then when you leave, it's like 15 more minutes. Like, you're just chatting and pulling stuff on. I'm just imagining someone is like, like in the movies where someone's having an affair, the husband walks in and the other guy's like trying to pull on his pants while he jumps out the window. You would do that and then you would die in this. Like, it's like, you distracted for 10 minutes. I gotta put on my pants and my other pants and my other pants and my jacket and my jacket and my jacket, and then I can jump out the window.
The cold air just attacks your face. Any exposed skin, it just starts stinging a bit. Minus 41 degrees Celsius today. Would you say minus 41 for your Kutsk? Is that cold?
That's usual.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my state.
The cars literally just disappear into the abyss.
Okay, this guy is holding a canned drink. Maybe this is showing my ignorance. Would this not immediately freeze? Like, do they have special cans there?
Disappear into the abyss. And after walking around for only about 20 minutes, just look at the state of my hat, my eyelashes, my gloves have completely frozen over. It is very, very cold.
All I've got's this sunny afternoon.
Can we go inside? My hand is really cold. Can we go inside for a second? Fucking hell. Like, they're tingling a bit. Fucking hell. In the space of a few seconds, my hands had gone from incredibly cold to just completely numb. I couldn't feel them at all.
Your fingertips are very...
I assume this is like a regular thing, and so people just get used to it. Also, this is unrelated. He showed a bunch of cars. Whenever it drops like below 20 degrees, my car has trouble starting. At negative 41, how do they start their cars? Does every aspect of it not just freeze? Like, surely you can't street park because your car will just never start again. This city would be a very interesting place to film, actually, like a film about a snow apocalypse. Yeah, true. Imagine if, zombie apocalypse happens and you go here. Like, this would be the safest plane ever. Zombies can't take planes. They wouldn't be able to walk across the ice. They would freeze. So they wouldn't even notice for like years. They're like, oh, zombie apocalypse? Not here. they just keel over and freeze.
very, very pink and cold.
Frostbite here is incredibly common. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Luckily, I just got first degree frostbite, which is recoverable.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I've seen like a documentary or something where you see like when someone's get like full frostbite and gangrene sets in and like turns black. Ugh.
Look at the difference in colour. This is the hand that felt cold and tingly. This is the other hand. I had to sit in that coffee shop for a good 30 minutes to let my body heat up.
Once I've had a friend who was missing 5 of his toes on his left leg. He was running barefoot for like 2 minutes in the winter.
And he lost all his toes on his left foot.
Yeah.
There were so many extra challenges.
In what world are you like, negative 50 degrees where people regularly get frostbite and lose digits? I should run barefoot through the snow. Sir, excuse me, what was he? Was he running from someone? Was he the guy that was having an affair and had to climb out the window and didn't have time to put his shoes on? That's nuts. Also, 5 is crazy. You lose 2 and I'm like, all right, I'm moving south. Like, I value the other 8 too much for this.
Which need to be faced living in this city. But what do the locals have to say about living here? How is life living in the cold?
What alcohol-fueled debauchery made that happen? Yeah, that's actually probably a good point. He may have been drunk when he did it, and so he ran outside barefoot.
This city on the planet.
Вот то, что холода, это наша радость, это наше счастье. Они нас лечат.
So you like the cold?
Конечно, вот так. Да.
Терпеть не могу, не выношу. Мне, и когда езжу на курорт, я там долго не могу находиться, потому что мне там сильно жарко.
Really? Oh, wow. The verdict I got was that no one here was...
I totally get it. Hey, if you like hot weather, if you hate hot weather, I mean, you are in absolutely the right place. But I thought old people hate cold. Do old people not hate cold? I thought every time it gets cold, every old person I know is like, my back, my knees, my shoulders, my elbow, like every part of me starts to freeze and hurt. Even Putin can't reach you there. Yeah, we've all learned about invading Russia in the winter. Yakutsk people are just fine.
Phased by the cold. Do you find living here tough?
Yeah, but okay. For us, such cold is just way of life. That's normal for us, and we get used to it.
I mean, me personally, I don't understand how you could get used to this. But then I met this guy. Привет, как тебя зовут?
Виктор.
What made you move to Yakutsk in the first place?
Хотели посадить меня там в Челябинске. Ну, оттуда сбежал, можно так сказать. Брат утащил меня туда. Сюда приехал, здесь посадили, блин. Здесь отсидел.
What? He was just like on the run. He's like, yeah, probably no one's going to change me to Yakutsk. Negative 51 degrees. Nobody wants to be there. So he just like, hides there.
20 лет тоже. Я уехал сюда, здесь остался, здесь живу.
So what was the crime that he committed, Cyan?
He killed 2 people.
He killed 2 people?
Yes.
As much as obviously that's
Do you not know rule number 1 of meeting a criminal is you never ask them what they did? Brother, you're going to be number 3. Do you see this face? He is not afraid.
awful. In context to this video, he committed a crime, tried to run away to the most isolated city on earth, aka Yakutsk, in hopes he wouldn't get caught, eventually got caught here, served 20 years. When he got out, he was so used to the cold that he decided to stay.
Do you enjoy
They left him in Yakutsk because they didn't like extradite him to whatever province he had committed the crime in. He was there. They're probably like, you know, this is the worst penalty possible is having to live here for 20 years. So peace out, my friend.
living in Yakutsk?
Да.
Yeah?
Our life is not that different from yours, just a little bit colder.
A city frozen in ice, but behind it all, just a normal city.
Delicious. It is currently minus 41 degrees Celsius here in Yakutsk. Let me show you some cool things you can do here.
First, it's the hot water experiment.
Boiling hot water.
Everybody was
One that's super cool too. He's so lucky that it was cold enough for it to freeze and he didn't dump boiling water all over himself. Imagine if it had just like laying on the ground having scalded himself.
A normal banana.
Obviously, I took a bite out of it just before, and then I left it on an open window for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Completely frozen solid. Next, hot noodles.
You leave it like this for a few minutes. Look at that.
Completely frozen solid.
That's pretty cool. That looks like one of those anti-gravity pieces of art where it's like all held up. Or like those guys that are like sitting on air, but they've got like a stand through their pants. Banana turned into a weapon. Yeah, you could kill someone with that. You could sharpen down a normal banana, freeze it, and then stab someone.
My favourite Young LA t-shirts here.
And after leaving it to dry for literally only a minute,
That is mad.
and as the sun set in Yakutsk, I got into some fresh clothes, laid up over that, and went on a night out.
It is warm for us.
This is warm.
Yeah.
Is this warm?
Yeah, we can eat ice cream.
I am literally freezing my tits off right now.
The nightlife there's kind of popping though. I guess I'd hear negative 51 degrees in a place in the middle of nowhere, Russia. And I imagine like, oh, there's 12 old people that are there because their family for 50 generations has lived there. And then it's like here, like, look, there's just young people. It's just like a normal city, except you would die if you were outside for 10 minutes without enough layers on.
We're currently heading back from the night out.
It's got to be like the weirdest like walk back for a night out ever.
Yeah, if we pass out right now, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You got to be really careful. Like when you're walking back, be on your toes. Otherwise you might lose them like the other guy who lost all of them. That's crazy.
That next day, my translator Cyan said he had a surprise for me.
Thank you. No way. No way. They've got a proper gym and everything.
I don't know why it keeps surprising me that there's like, it's a town of 300,000 people. Of course they have a gym. But when I see a building like this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a city. It's just freaking cold, you know, so much colder than it has any right to be legally.
Yeah.
Inside this sports hall are some of the finest athletes in Yakutsk, training for Yakutsk's national sport. Mass wrestling. Here's how it works. Two athletes sit facing each other with their feet braced against a board. They both grip a short wooden stick. The goal is to pull the stick away from your opponent or pull them across the board.
Is it me against him?
I had been challenged.
Would this not be like a 90% like a weight advantage? Like if you weigh more, then you just win because you just lean back. Do they have weight classes in this or height classes? Does anyone know anything about mass wrestling? Holy bad form. Yeah, brother, your back has got to be so strong to be able to sustain like being yanked forward. Like mine just hurts watching it. Maybe Cole's still got to get those gains. Yeah, the supplements industry is popping in Yakutsk, Russia.
Nice to meet you.
Somehow.
Yeah, like I think Joe just weighs more because he's like 6'4", so he's like just bigger.
I actually won.
Well played, well played. The world champion wants to play me.
I'd been told this guy here was the world champion of mass wrestling.
That guy there, he's the world champion. You're champion. Yes. World champion.
World champion.
Wow.
Now he wanted to play me.
Okay, one, I'm sure he's an outstanding athlete. I'm sure he's one of the best in the world at this sport. But I do have to ask, I feel like being a world champion of a sport that not a lot of people have heard of. It's like being the world champion of curling. Like, I'm sure people within curling are like, oh yeah, that guy's like the star. That is the curling guy. And then everyone else is like, you know, like, no shade, obviously. I'm sure it's hard and he's trained hard and he loves the sport. But like, you know, world champion water polo.
Good luck.
This was a best of 3 game. One 0 to the champ. He just destroyed me.
But look how much, like, look at the angle he's got going. He's already leaning back. See, I feel like this guy's got the form down. I'm sure there's like a technique. Dude, my arm would get dislocated like that. You've got to have like incredibly strong rotator cuffs to be able to pull this off.
I don't know how I won that, but now it was
Imagine stomping on your opponent's crotch.
1-0. It was now
He
that
pulls
it's
him up, you just step right on him, like, oh, whoops.
siding around.
Oh?
The world champion won it.
Well played, my man. Fair play.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Yakutsk's national sport. The city is clearly doing fine, but what about the little villages dotted around Siberia, isolated on their own, truly in the middle of nowhere?
See, this is what I've thought Yakutsk would be. Like a tiny village in the middle. Because these, like, you think, how do they get electricity there? Because if a power line goes down because of all the snowstorms, what happens then? Like, are the trucks able to go out there and repair them regularly? Do they come from Yakutsk? Do they have to come from somewhere else? Like food, how do you get food delivered out there? Like sewage systems? Do the sewage systems not freeze?
It's pretty early right now. We're currently about to embark on a 6-hour road trip deep into Siberia to a small remote village. How cold is the village?
Minus 50 almost.
Minus 50.
Maybe minus 61. It feels like minus 61.
It feels like minus 61.
Yes.
Pretty nervous about this one, I'll be honest.
There's no way the roads to this tiny village in the middle of nowhere at minus 61 are well maintained. Like, you're taking your life into your own hands at that point. My organs would freeze. Yeah, like, I know he's there for a week, but I feel like by day 2, I'd be like, all right, I've seen all I need to. Death awaits me via hypothermia if I stay any longer. Time to go.
How safe are the roads here in Siberia? So the further out we go, the more dangerous the roads get. Brilliant.
Due to the extreme cold, the steam coming from other cars really affected the visibility. I've joined these guys in the back of the car for this part of the trip because it is sketch. This wasn't even a road anymore, the ground was literally ice and snow. A remote.
Yeah, time to get out and walk. Sorry. Sorry, we swerved off the road. Almost died there. Okay, well, turn back around. Take me home.
Road in the depths of Siberia. What was I expecting, to be honest? But by some miracle, after several hours, we had arrived.
Привет.
Привет!
Привет, как тебя зовут?
Меня зовут Саша.
Sasha is a local of this village.
Minus 50 degrees Celsius. Feels like minus 61. Is this cold for you?
Ну, сегодня да. Ага, бүгін темны.
Just look at this place. You can't see anything ahead of you.
That jump from minus 40 yesterday to minus 50 today is very noticeable. The village is so much colder. But with it being completely isolated hundreds of miles away from the city, how different is life here? Sasha had kindly invited me into her home, where lunch was already prepared. Now, unlike in the city, the diet of the villagers is all just food that they've sourced themselves.
Okay, that answers the how do they get food question. They just make it all themselves. I guess at that point you do have to be self-sustaining.
Fish shavings are one of the most popular meals that people eat, and you just eat it frozen.
You cannot catch me dead in a town for any length of time where they're like, oh yeah, the local delicacy is frozen fish that you just gnaw on while it's raw. Yeah, no thanks. In America, we have these things called hamburgers. I respect your country and your culture. I'm happy to leave you behind as I skedaddle home and have me a hot dog. I wonder how fast they were driving, because I know for like when they do their little ice roads at Canada, it's max 30 miles per hour. Like fast enough to almost fishtail, right? Like he basically, the driver got him killed, essentially, like so close to getting them killed. Yeah, I love eating fish, but raw. It's frozen though, so bacteria couldn't survive.
Bones of country. It just tastes like an ice cube dipped in salt.
Okay, I wasn't the biggest fan of the fish shavings, but a lot of this food was delicious.
I'll show you.
Now for the water that I'm drinking,
I'm standing on.
To be fair, if you regularly eat beans and toast, you do not get to criticize the fact that in another country they eat frozen raw fish. They're both kind of equally Geneva Convention violating in my book, frankly. Bacteria can survive, but it's a very low chance. Yeah, I feel like if it's negative 51 degrees, you just leave it outside for a little bit. Probably it's safe. You know, it's basically boiling, but like in reverse.
A lake right now, obviously completely frozen, and this is where they get their drinking water from.
the frozen lake is cut up into ice blocks.
You cannot get much purer than that.
Every family has a weekly stash of ice, which if they want to start drinking, they bring it inside and let it melt. This is the only option because piping systems would just freeze up. And due to the limited water, showers are not a thing here. Special types of saunas are used, where the intense heat is meant to cleanse, open pores, and detoxify the body, using a fraction of the water that a shower would. If you're rich in the village, you'll have a private sauna like this one, but most go to the public sauna. And if you need the toilet at any point...
So does everyone smell bad, or can like bacteria not survive there because of how cold it is? Because like smelling bad is just the bacteria. So I guess if it's, you know, if you smell bad, you step outside naked for like 10 seconds. And if you don't die, at least the bacteria does, and you smell good, pop back inside. You probably don't even need deodorant.
I'm gonna go have a piss. So.
Oh my goodness.
It's just gonna be steam. Yeah.
How was that? That was a unique experience. Sewage systems also don't exist here because it's physically too cold. So you go into one of these shacks outside.
But it all freezes, right? So it only smells bad as long as it's not frozen, and it freezes in like a minute. So some bacteria thrives in cold. Yeah. Never going here.
Do your business into a hole in the ground, and that business freezes instantly, so there's no smell.
I have a present for you.
You have a present?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a bear meat.
Bear meat?
Bear meat.
No way.
Brown bears pose as a big threat in this village.
Don't give this meat to the...
So if the cold doesn't kill you, the freaking bears will. Brother, you can move south. We have cars and planes and boats and trains and every conceivable means of getting you away from negative 60-degree weather where you have to eat raw fish and fight bears and chainsaw your water out of a frozen lake that's 10 miles away. Like you're allowed to do other things. It's okay.
Woman.
Oh, so only men can eat the bear meat. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't taste anything. No flavour. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. You could say the food is bare. You can hear like a puff from that dog, you can hear a pin drop.
I was literally walking in one of the most isolated places on the planet.
How do you get electricity to this remote place?
The electricity lines go on for hundreds of miles back to Yakutsk.
You've got everything you need here. How do you like living here in this small village in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, it's kind of a condescending question. How do you like living in this shitty cold place that nobody likes? Thoughts? Comments? Concerns? I'm surprised he's happier with the food considering the British are allergic to seasoning. Yeah, that's true. It's like plain bear meat. It may as well been like a steak dinner to him. No flavor? Sign me up. Probably makes him want to try and conquer this place though, so it's in his blood.
Мы уже привыкли, нас родители, вот. Мы не знаем другой жизни.
Well, there's definitely a lot of challenges which this village faces due to the extreme cold and extreme isolation. The people I met all just seemed so happy.
Но мы живем, не выживаем.
We are living, not surviving.
We are living lots of
это наш, этот мир, у нас, как бы, мы защищаем этот свой мир.
I mean, I guess out here, cut off from almost everything, there's a sense of peace that you can't get anywhere else in the world.
Spasiba.
That was I Traveled to the Coldest City on the Planet, Yakutsk, Russia by Joe Frazier. That was a pretty cool video. I think it definitely reinforces the I never want to go there